What on earth happened to the cryopods aboard the Pillar of Autumn in Campaign Evolved? Looking closely at the cryopods during the first mission, almost all of them are still frozen over. Yet according to the Autumn's management system, almost every pod is listed as vacant. Looking back at Halo Wars when Captain Cutter shuts down the cryopods, Sergeant Forge's pod isn't frozen because it's vacant. The same goes for the empty cryopods at the end of Halo 3. So if these pods are vacant, why do they still look like they're in use? Either the Autumn systems are malfunctioning, or these pods aren't as empty as the ship suggests. I also couldn't help but notice the gigantic tanks in the cryo bay. They could be used for storing food, water, or maybe even the gases used for keeping the cryopods frozen. We also know one of these pods belonged to Spartan Linda 058, one of John's beloved teammates. After being declared clinically dead on Gamma Station, she was placed into cryo aboard the Autumn so she could be revived at a later date. As detailed in the Fall of Reach, Linda's cryopod was later jettisoned into space, allowing her to survive. That tells us that these cryopods are built to withstand extreme punishment, but later during the Maw, we find several cryopods in terrible condition. Some of the hatches appear to have been pried open, while one of the pods has been ripped from its mounting before crashing onto the floor. They don't look like they've been simply opened. They look torn open. Personally, I don't think this damage came from the crash. We know Covenant forces entered the cryo bay looking for Chief shortly after he was woken up. Could they have searched these pods for other high value targets? Or perhaps some of them were still occupied and in typical Flood fashion, they were ripped open to infect whoever was inside. Whatever happened, Campaign Evolved made me question something I'd completely overlooked after all these years.